Alright, what's going on, guys? This is CBC, and I'm with my man Jigsaw doing another podcast. It's been a while, but we're gonna go through some of the fighting games and just go through what's been going on. So, what's going on, man?
I don't know. I don't even know where to start. We haven't done one of these in like forever.
I know, it's been one. I think it's
It's
been
really
about a
been like,
year.
yeah, it's been a year.
Damn.
This doesn't feel like a year. It's
No,
weird to think that like Ultimate Marvel and Marvel vs. Capcom 3 are only like they weren't even a year apart.
I know. It gave birth, right? Haha, the troll joke.
Apparently,
9 months. Alright, well, question. Do you agree with the recent tier lists that are coming out? For Marvel, sorry, for Ultimate Marvel's Capcom 3, do you actually agree with them?
yeah, I do actually. Because damn right, Zero and Virgil need to be at the top of that list. And I know what you're gonna say already.
Listen, okay, I agree with Zero completely. I don't agree with Virgil being as comparable and as a threat as Zero. I don't consider Virgil a worse threat than Spencer or Wolverine. Not at a comparable level.
Yeah, but Virgil, it's just like how do I explain it? He's got like the mix-ups are just they're just too good. Like, and he's such a punishing character,
That's true.
and he's like how do I explain it?
I think
He's like one of those characters who, even though we know a lot about him now, there's still going to be a lot that is going to pop up about him because of all the stuff he has, because of all his tools. So it's just going to make him better, in my opinion.
like when you play as Virgil, he's easy to exploit your opponents. Especially if you have Magneto, teleport becomes immediately safe. You get the magnetic blast, etc., all that stuff. But it's like the only thing he can do is spam heavy special, really. If he hasn't charged up his swords and no assist on his own, all he could do is that because nothing he has is safe other than his crouching light punch, right? So he's
I
forced
don't
he's
think his
forced
crouching light is safe, is it?
from I mean I'm talking about like from a good distance, like it's okay. Other ones, even though you do it at a max distance, you're still gonna get punished for it. It's really bad frames on it.
But he can super cancel.
Yeah, I was gonna say you could obviously keep super canceling. Now, if you've played Virgil's, you know it's pretty easy to block the swords. His
Yeah.
teleports, the hits they keep coming. It's not hard to block those mix-ups. It's right when those end is when he throws out his looping sword and then he calls an assist, and you don't know where the hell he's gonna go after that because the swords are coming and the assist is coming. Blah 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 blah
Good Virgil's frame trap. Just stupid.
blah. But honestly, I don't. Okay, maybe he'd be top five, but he would be number 4 or 5 to me, in my opinion. I would have Zero, Wolverine, and Spencer in front of him all the time,
I
no
put
matter what.
Spence. I think I go Zero, Spencer, Virgil. I put Wolverine as fifth. I don't know
Cause,
who I'd put as fourth, but he's definitely not fourth material.
Cause you cannot kill Spencer in one combo. Neither can you kill Wolverine unless you are Spencer or Wolverine and you team hyper, or you just use Spencer and do your double hyper combo. Simple as that. Um, did you watch East Coast Throwdown?
Yeah, I did.
How do you feel about Ray Ray and Fnatic?
It went the same way I thought it would go. Fnatic beating down Ray Ray.
Oh shit!
Fnatic's an OG, man.
I
He's
know.
really and he's a training mode monster.
You know what? No matter what, see, I'm a pad player too, so I was biased right from the start. But I always go for the underdogs because he was using Ryu. But nonetheless, I still wanted Fnatic to win.
We we kind of knew Fnatic was gonna win. Ray Ray's a young guy still,
Yeah, it doesn't. I mean, look, the guy's 19. I can't really say
but
he's
that
young.
was like
Right?
his first like highlight money match, you know?
Yeah, honestly, I didn't like he wasn't taking any breaks. I mean, I've never been in a situation where there's been $4,000 on the line, but I don't think it was worth it to just jump right back into every single match. I mean, shit, just take a couple of seconds. Just like he had everybody around him to help him out. Like there was some things after Fnatic won 7 in a row, I was like, there's no way he's coming back from this.
And that got in his head after he started winning. Like immediately after he
Yeah.
started winning, because Ray Ray had won the first couple of matches, and then the second Fnatic started winning. Well, I also think Fnatic pretty much had him like downloaded. Because
You know what's funny? Oh, sorry, what were you saying? Continue.
go on, just go,
No, go ahead.
just go.
Yo, punk ass man, you're lucky you're on Xbox. I kick your ass,
Yeah.
fucking guy. I was gonna say, if that was a tournament, they would say Ray Ray beat Fnatic free 2-0,
Well,
and
yeah,
that would be the end of it.
but it wasn't. It was a long set.
But that's the thing with the childish, opinions that kind of fly around, especially with like saying who's better than who. Doing it by a tournament is probably one of the least accurate things because none of them are long. That's why I know I'm really happy that they're doing the 3 out of 5s.
Yeah, finally. It's
At
not like
least,
Street Fighter where you have literally like you can have up to 6 rounds.
yeah. Ah, but yeah,
So what else? Kind of at a standstill here. Hell, are you even there?
yeah, I'm here. Yeah, of course.
Okay.
Well, no matter what, whether we blank or not, I'm just gonna edit it out anyways.
All right. Well,
So
what do you think about Justin Wong using that new team?
honestly, I feel like I don't know if him and Fnatic agreed to split the money because I don't know why he wouldn't switch to the Wolverine team. I feel like that would do so much better. The Wolverine Storm and Akuma team.
I also think Justin likes using because when he was using Iron Fist, he was using Iron Fist all the way. He didn't switch.
Yeah, I know. But Wolverine and Akuma was his Marvel team, so
Yeah.
he had 2 out of 3 that were something that he knew. Because he always said that he was gonna have some type of character in the middle. He didn't know which one he was gonna use really. I mean, that's why he had Storm sometimes. Or he didn't. He always say he doesn't really like Storm as a good character, but she's a DHCing into her is an instant kill for the majority of the cast. So I mean, that's why. I mean, the fact that you have Storm on your team, just if you got 2 meters, you could just spam that, and as long as you just click to your opponent with any type of projectile, any light hit, there you go. You have a hailstorm coming at you.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know how people can think Storm's not a good character. People say that, oh, Fnatic's making a comeback with Storm like it's something that it's like making a comeback with Deadpool. Like it's very bad.
Well,
Um,
Storm's a good character. Too many people sleep on Storm. That's why they don't like. They don't realize that Storm is like almost like Magneto if you think about it.
you know what people don't do enough of is when they glide with Storm, and then you could air dash after glide. So you could snipe with Storm all day. Nobody could do it like her because she could hold herself in the air.
Yeah.
Not many people use that because then you can't block while you're floating, but they forget the fact that you could cancel it anyways. It's a couple things that I hope to see people like. I'm glad that Storm was sometimes more effective on his team compared to Magneto or Sentinel because I want more variety of characters to get the light. I'm kind of really annoyed of seeing Magnetos and Sentinels on top.
I don't. I don't really mind seeing them. I just like seeing the fancy ass combos.
Yeah, I guess so.
Storm has some cool looking combos. I don't know. If I'm gonna watch, I want to see like. I want to see something exciting. I don't want to see like. Basic ABC launcher.
So you want to see 25 heavy slaps in the face?
Exactly.
Air dashing.
Dude, air dashing is so awesome. If you ever like just take Magneto to training mode and you just start doing air dash, you just
You
something
feel
about it. You just feel so pro. I mean, obviously, I'm terrible at Magneto, but you know, once you start doing air dash, you're just like, dude, I'm the best in the world.
it.
That's how it feels. Like,
So you say you're taking a joyride in training room is by using Magneto.
yeah, it gives you a little confidence boost.
Oh shit. Do those corner combos with Doom. That builds your confidence.
You gotta do,
That you actually get it done.
you gotta do the Marlin Pie combos and stuff. Those are hard, but you know, that's a confidence booster.
Yeah.
I think characters with air dashes are just the funnest characters in the world. If they can fly and dash.
I mean, I don't know if they were really seeing how in depth people would take team rail exchanges because characters that can't air dash can't do shit.
Well,
You know what I
the
mean?
way, yeah,
Like I use Deadpool in I use Deadpool in Doom, right?
yeah.
If I exchange into Deadpool, I got 4 hits, and that's just because I got a double jump. I got 5 hits max from the air. I can't even bowl a loop because they get out of it because there's too many hits in the combo from the start. But if I use Doom or Nova, man, I'm gonna get at least 12 hits in. And now with the new discoveries with Nova, I can get 4 hypers in if I really wanted to. You know?
I think Nova is four. That's who's four. Nova's four.
Yeah.
Disagree with me all you want, but you know Nova's four.
Oh, on the tier list?
Yeah, easy.
Oh yeah. Oh man.
No, I disagree with me. I'm telling you.
You're on
Have you
some on
seen his
drugs,
crouching
man.
medium? Have you
Have
seen
I?
his crouch?
Yes, I play as Nova.
It's better than Wesker's.
Well, yeah, it's a slide pretty much.
He just like he does like a belly slam against the ground and just scrapes his like metal body against it. And then it hits you, and you're just like, oh, this is stupid.
Do you know Nova without an assist to protect him is every single thing he does is unsafe. All he can do is cancel into fly. And you gotta be pretty damn quick with your canceling back into non-fly to be able to block right away.
Just put Nova third and save X Factor. No, that's annoying.
It is. It is. Nova X Factor 3 is pretty sick.
How do you think this game would be without X Factor?
I would enjoy it a lot more than it is already.
You really think so?
Yep.
I don't know if I can say the same, to be honest. I like Marvel 2, I like the idea, but because in Marvel 2, I don't know, something about it. It was,
Like, you know what? I don't mind X Factor. I just hate some of the things about it, the concepts about it. I hate that I could use it as an offensive tool when I'm already at an advantage. I don't agree with that. That's why I'm a Marvel 1 like fiend. Like I love Marvel 1 the most. Marvel 2 is whatever to me, but still like maybe you could say because I'm not used to it because I used to play all the older fighting games, the Capcom games. But when you go to top tier games or when you start playing people who really want to you're for real, they're gonna if they think your point character is the best one, it's an instant death. And then 3-on-2s is eventually you could force your opponent to wasting their X Factor and it kind of burns it out. Stuff like using X Factor when I've got 3 characters, you've got 2 characters. I don't know why I should be allowed to use X Factor. And your character is an instant death right away.
well, I mean, it kind of makes sense. You gotta like determine when you want to use the X Factor. Because if you could do stuff like burn the X Factor on obviously the character that makes up their team, but you can also save the X Factor to burn it when you really need it, like at the last resort. It's just a matter of what is that? Same thing with hypers. It's a matter of I can't think of the word. What is wrong with me? I can't think of the word. Um,
You're just trying to find out the like. I know what you're trying to say. Like I mean, it's more of a you're trying to say there's much more strategy behind X Factor than really just
Y-
pop it and kill, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Eh,
I
I
mean, don't
mean,
get me wrong. I think what's stupid about X Factor is the levels. There shouldn't be levels on the X Factor. All that. I think the X Factor should be the same.
yeah, I do agree with that. I mean, when it's like, say, when you use X Factor, one thing I don't like about X Factor is that when you're attacking an opponent and you're actually hitting them, it slows down extremely. Like, it's one of those things where it's like the when you actually use X Factor and you're hitting the opponent, you're already using X Factor as like it's a concept in the game that's supposed to help you. But then when you hit them, it helps you even more because you extended your X Factor by almost 1.5 times its length already. I don't know. I never understood why they would do that. It's like it should go really slow until you hit your opponent, so that the engine realize you put your work in to hit your opponent. Now use it while you have your chance.
Well, I think the point is of that is to can't really think of a good point. I feel like there's a downside to that though. I don't know why.
Because you can't be as cheeseball with it.
I guess so. I like how we're talking about X Factor like it's day one Marvel 3.
Man, it's not like it's because we see it all day. That's why.
Well,
Some of the most whack shit happens because of it.
what do you think about people going back to their old teams and stuff?
Like Combo Fiend,
Yeah, and Chris G went back to his old team on the Big Two for once.
the Ryu one, the one with
Yeah,
Hawkeye Ryu and Wesker.
yeah, yeah.
It's hard to say when Evil's right around the corner
I think
because they might just be
it's
doing it to screw around just to see how it handles some other teams.
I think they're also doing it because they don't want to show off all their stuff that they have for their real teams.
Yeah, that's the thing. Um,
You know what I'm talking about.
oh, I know exactly what you're talking about. Troll. I wonder what we're hiding. Nothing important, right? Nothing that would win.
No, nothing at all. Nothing that's
No,
just groundbreaking.
there's no DHC glitch in this game.
What is that?
Oh shit. You know, I gotta say one thing though.
Yeah.
Um, it's an extremely strategic move for a player who gets a lot of attention, like say Kamofin, right? He's saying like, what if he really thinks that Nova and Spencer and what's the other character you use on that team? Hawkeye are like a really good threat. He'll just be like, oh, these characters, they're not doing the good job for me. Everybody who follows him who might be at Evo is gonna be like, shit, maybe I should switch my characters. Or like, because obviously they have so much more of an impact to kind of, when you go out and say things, it's all manipulation.
Well, yeah. It's like a mind game with the masses.
There you go. I mean, the
It's
fact
weird.
that,
That's really weird to think about. If you think about it, it's like got actual people just following him, like watching his gameplay and stuff, and then they realize he's a great player, and then he stops using one team, and then like
hmm
you automatically think, oh my god, that team must be bad.
yeah, because the best player is not using him or something like that.
I do think though that She-Hulk, there's probably some stuff with She-Hulk and Ultimate that we don't know about yet, for sure. Like good stuff. Like you just need to mess around a little bit more.
How do you feel about our lamppost? You think it's been anything behind it? Anything other use for it?
I don't know. I feel like because they put that in, there's got to be something that Capcom knew about when they put it in that was really good about it. And so far, I haven't really seen much about it.
You know, man, in this game, like I remember back in specifically in Marvel Superheroes vs. Street Fighter, um, uppercuts, like the one-hit commands for an anti-air, they were actually vital in the game. They were actually, use them. Like with Deadpool's Katanarama, he has an anti-air one, but the risk reward is shit. Uppercuts doing them now, it's like you don't really have a reason not to end your combo in a hyper unless you're specifically going for a heavy reset. There's no more combos where it's like I'm gonna do this specific special move just because it does more damage. It's all gone. But then they give She-Hulk this move, and people right from the beginning, people are saying, "Oh, this move is ass."
Wait, can you carrot or cara it? Can't say the word. You know what I'm talking about, right? Though. Can you cancel it into a grab?
I don't know if you can cancel it into a grab. I know you can cancel it into her run dash.
'Cause that'd be an interesting tool.
The thing that I'm worried about is because you gotta charge your dash to get something vital out of it, right? So you can't just cancel it and then right away and try to do something because you gotta take a couple of seconds to actually get the power in. But then again, then again she's got the 3 hits armor on her run, so maybe I mean I'm not
It
sure.
has a 3-hit armor. I didn't know.
Yeah, one of them. I'm not honestly. I don't play a She-Hulk, but I was watching, I was watching the stream, and the guy was trolling his opponent because he was gonna win anyways, and he took 3 hits with She-Hulk while she was running.
Jeez, that's
Yeah,
something new every day.
yeah. But oh, what about those rumors? I mean, why do you think what's the guy's name? Ryo Nitsuma or something like that? He's going to Evo for because I mean he developed Marvel, right? So. Do you honestly believe any rumors that are coming out about Marvel coming out with some new DLC?
No,
Why is that?
because they came out with Street Fighter Cross Tekken.
And what would stop them? They made money.
They know that Street Fighter Cross Tekken is lacking. That's how people felt about Marvel 3. So they're probably gonna go with the same idea of, hey, let's try to improve this game. Let's come out with another Street Fighter Cross Tekken. So instead of focusing on Ultimate Marvel, they're gonna just focus on Street Fighter Cross Tekken.
Well, the only reason why they felt that Marvel was lacking was because glitches, too many of them, and well, honestly, I can't really say that it was lacking as much as Street Fighter Cross Tekken is.
Yeah, that game is garbage.
It is garbage. It is. I mean, I don't know if you watched some of those videos about from E3 for Street Fighter Cross Tekken introducing the new creator instead of Ono. Like, I mean, I don't know. Honestly, I don't know what the hell's wrong with Capcom when it comes to like uploading and DLCing 10 new characters right after a launch. I mean, how long was it to present that they're gonna unlock 10 new characters for the Vita
I don't
compared
know.
to the
I don't think Capcom knows how to run games anymore. Their company is just going to the going to the shits. You know, I was reading an article and Ono was talking in the article, but basically Capcom had actually driven some of its employees to commit suicide. I don't know why you're laughing. That's serious.
um okay, just think about what you just told me,
Yeah.
right? Like um the reason why I'm laughing at this is because think about the money that they make off the games, right?
That
And
was attempted suicide.
attempted
My
suicide,
bad.
attempted to whatever. The point is, they're doing some messed up shit. But like, the way I see it, right? I mean, when okay, you as a game producer, right? Let's think about that for a second. You put out a game, the easiest way to make money, which is very logical because say you're doing development of the game, regular development of the game. You say it's a finished game. You're like, you know what? Why don't we just leave this chapter of the story out and then release it 3 months from now and just sell it for above cost? So they do it. It's a DLC, right? Plain and simple. Sometimes they actually create something after the game was developed, so they call it a finished game. Capcom has proven that they've failed at this and have just hid information from us. But you
I
just go
think
and do it again and again and again, and they keep making money. And the reason why they haven't stopped is because they keep making money off it.
I think Capcom part of the reason why they did the thing with the Vita was because Sony probably had a deal going on with them about it. That's why those characters are already made. They were probably, maybe, they were set to go, but um, they had to wait for Sony to get the okay, you know, because of the Vita. Just a thought.
Maybe.
We're going into some conspiracy shit right here.
You know what I mean, though? But, like, think about this for a second, right? Capcom claimed that this was the most they've ever packed into a Street Fighter game, including the characters. Um, like they really don't know how to do damage control when it comes to that. They're very politician-like when it comes to speaking out because Street Fighter Cross Tekken, the majority of the game is a copy and paste between models, changing the speed of the engine, incorporating new tech in the game. But the game is a copy and paste. It's Street Fighter 4 on drugs.
Street Fighter 4 with gems, with a little bling to it.
Yeah, which was from Marvel Superheroes, for God's sake.
I don't know if it doesn't feel like Street Fighter 4. Not like you can't really, you know what I mean. Like you can't really make two fighting games like that and just they be completely different. I think Street Fighter Cross Tekken is different, but
They didn't. They did it absolutely incorrect.
yeah. I mean, the game's a fun game if you don't want to win. If you just want to mess around.
That's true.
But I think that's what they were going for, though. They want to go for more like family orientated game instead of a more competitive game, like they.
The thing that kind of bothers me is that it's sold more than Marvel, and it just gives them more of the reason to ignore Marvel when it comes to future plans.
I'm pretty sure they're done with Marvel.
I won't say they're done with Marvel.
Let's go 10 more years.
Honestly, you could see that Marvel had the bigger swing and motivation and like influence on this game than Capcom did themselves. Because let me tell you something, man. Honestly, I've had this talk with so many people about certain characters that came to the game and if people would have bought them or not. Take out Rocket Raccoon and put in Beast, right? I know Strange is badass and all that, but put in Cyclops. If you took out,
don't put in Cyclops.
Listen, you might hate him because you used to get your ass kicked by Cyclops. But Cyclops, listen, let me tell you something, okay? Listen, Cyclops is OG, okay? You can't mess with Cyclops.
Put in Ruby Heart. How about that?
Sure, go ahead.
Hell yeah, Ruby Heart.
Can I give you some characters that I think would have done a bigger change? Now, Ghost Rider, I would rather have seen Venom, to be honest. Okay, I think many people can agree with that.
Yeah.
Instead of Iron Fist, I would have loved to have seen Gambit. It's not like he's a new character. They kind of already have him in the damn game.
I think they should have kept Iron Fist.
Maybe, but I think Gambit would have sold more copies instead of Iron Fist.
Well, yeah, but
I think Beast would sell more than Raccoon. No, I use Nova. Sure, I like Nova as a character. I would rather have seen Cable, personally. I would rather have seen Carnage. I would rather have seen even Mysterio. They could have done some messed up shit with Mysterio.
No, it would have been awesome. They put Blackheart back in the game.
Yeah.
But that's kind of doing Marvel, but still, Blackheart was like my favorite Marvel 2 character.
One of my favorite characters was Omega Red.
You like grabbing people full screen, dude.
Yeah, and
just play Scroll.
Listen, I can't. Not like Skrull, man. Like more like Spencer, right? The rope grab.
Yeah, you're right.
That's what I used to. From Marvel Superheroes vs. Street Fighter. That was the most amazing shit. I mean, for the Capcom side, they actually did good when it came to their 10 new characters with Virgil, Phoenix Wright, Strider, Frank West, Nemesis. Like that's actually not bad. But on Marvel's side, Marvel is what sells this game more than Capcom because it's a Marvel vs. Capcom game. But then I have no hate on She-Hulk, or I I really hate MODOK. I think he's a waste of space. I'll never take that back.
I think you're gonna take that back.
No, I'm not gonna take that back.
No, no, I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna start using MODOK. I'll prove it to you.
Go ahead. I'll hand
I'll
you your
be.
ass.
Well, watch when I win
I'm
Evo.
not. Listen, I'm not saying I'm not saying you're not gonna be good with MODOK, but I'm saying MODOK should not be in this game at all.
If you're thinking of it from a standpoint of selling copies, then yeah. If you want to think about it in a standpoint of selling copies, just get the big names from Marvel and then
Uh-huh.
throw them in,
And
which would be
what
Gambit,
and
obviously.
the thing is though, the goal of Capcom is to make money. They kind of prove that that's what their main goal is. They're kind of a business, right? I mean, She-Hulk, Taskmaster, Skrull, MODOK. I don't know. There's when you
This is
look
a little, this is a little off topic, but I can't help but whenever I see Ghost Rider, I think of Nicolas Cage.
at wasn't honestly, I think the movie deserves an Oscar. To be honest with you, you know what I mean?
It's not that good.
I know I'm trolling it.
I think, I think it doesn't even need to be trolled. It trolled itself.
Oh shit! My buddy told me he went for a walk in the mall because he got so bored. He still came back and just fell asleep after he came back and was still watching Ghost Rider. He couldn't do it. Oh,
I could have made that movie much better.
yeah, but you got Nicolas Cage who's selling himself out to every goddamn film he could think of.
His best movie was National Treasure 2. I was just kidding.
Yo, Season of the Witch.
He's been in like every single movie, it feels like. Every single movie that does bad.
Listen,
I think-
have you seen Wicker Man?
Yeah, I have. I love how that movie has like 4 different endings and they're like all the same.
Oh shit! You want to see Nicolas Cage beat up women? That's Wicker Man, right?
When he beats a woman? I'm
Yeah.
not sure. All I remember is they broke his legs and they shoved him in a giant thing and he burned alive.
Oh, that's right. That's the one.
I gave a standing ovation.
Yeah.
Bravo.
Oh man. Ah, Nicolas Cage.
Maybe we should go back to fighting games.
Yeah, but back to the thing though. And the two deal. Ugh, I mean, for God's sake, like,
That's funny. 'Cause this was why did they put I don't even know his name. I can't even
Shuma,
think of it.
Shuma Gorath?
Shuma. No one plays Shuma.
Man,
Did they even make money off Shuma? They probably did.
why didn't they just put Colossus back in the damn game?
Because
What the hell?
you got enough
What
super
is so
armor.
hard? You got too much super armor on him, right?
Yeah, you got Hager. Close
You got
enough.
oh yeah. Hager, man. I would have rather seen Zangief.
I wouldn't. I like Mayor Bear.
Right.
I think Zangief wouldn't have fit with the style. Hell, he didn't even fit in Marvel 2.
He didn't fit in Marvel 2. The guy was in every one of the fighting games. Every one of them. He even had the rock solid Zangief, so you can't even block. You know what I mean?
I looked at Marvel 2, just lariat and then random grabbing.
Yeah.
It was just like you just put just put Doom in Scent and then just rush down with Zangief. It looks stupid too because you could do it. You could do the air lariat, jump in the air and do a lariat.
Yeah, no.
Helicopter
Uh-huh.
Zangief.
Like, if on Capcom side, one of the characters that I would love to see in the game would be Leon Kennedy.
I don't even know who that. Oh yeah.
Resident Evil 4.
Yeah. I was like, oh, and then yeah.
Yeah, of course. Come on. Come on.
But they put Chris.
Yeah, I know, but Chris isn't as agile as him, right? So it's
Yeah, but-
kinda...
Chris got the goods.
Listen, Chris is packing heat. We know that, but he ain't doing the job right now, right? He honestly can't. He can't take Wesker on his own. He can't take shit.
Well, he did need help.
Oh, and then they got Jill as DLC character, right? Because everybody wanted to see Jill.
I mean,
Did you want to see Jill?
I wanted to see old Jill. I don't want to see this Jill. I don't want to see Resident Evil 5 Jill. I want to see Resident Evil 2 Jill.
You want KFC Colonel hat? That's what you want to see.
Exactly. Where I could summon Nemesis.
Yeah, that's pretty sick. Just whip that ass.
But then they put Nemesis. Jesus Christ, how many Resident Evil characters do they have?
Well, they got 4 now.
It's like the Capcom side is just 3 games, pretty much. It's Darkstalkers.
Oh man, and like, come on. Okay, like I get it. I get Hisenko. Like maybe they wanted to give 3 girls, but when I think of Darkstalkers, listen. I didn't really play Darkstalkers, but I know there's who's that knight? The wolf.
I
I
know
don't
what
know.
you're talking about.
Yeah, like
don't know
the
who it
blue
is,
the
though.
blue the blue and white wolf. People tell me that's one of the trademark Darkstalkers characters. I don't really know, excluding Morgan. But
Well, I mean, Alicia's trademark. She was in Super Gem Fighter,
really,
wasn't she?
I never played that game.
Or you
And
see her like
I think
she's
there's a
like
reason why I never played that game.
she looks like a child and she's in that like outfit, so it didn't look really, you know,
Appropriate.
yeah. Dude, Super Gem Fighter. All the Gem Fighters are hella fun. Hate me all you want.
Right. I think you're one of many, very few that enjoyed that game.
Very few. I think every fucking person loved that game.
Right.
That's why I'm gonna pretend.
Right. Do you tell yourself that at night before you sleep?
Yes, I do. They should have put
Uh,
Anacaris or whatever from Marvel 2. They should put him in instead of Cienko.
mm, mm. But the thing is though, right? They have that whole thing where they want to make 3 characters to put them on one team, one franchise. I do want to see Ken, to be honest, but that's never gonna happen.
Ken was pro in Marvel 2.
Oh yeah, man, his tornado kicks did so much damage.
He was like
Especially
he was
Marvel.
like he was like one of those characters that should have been put in top tier teams but wasn't.
Marvel 2, if they just didn't abuse flight so bad, every character would be used in that game. But that was what the game was. I mean, goddamn, put Captain Commando as a DLC character. Everybody who used to use him will just buy him.
I think everyone that used to use him already has the game.
Then everybody will just buy him as a character.
They should put Why did they put 2 Wolverines in Marvel 2? They had the bone and then the.
Yeah, the adamantium. I have no idea.
Well, thank God they didn't do that in Marvel. I'd probably pull my hair out.
Yeah. No, honestly, I think you'd want to see 2 Wolverines because Wolverine's only good with main assist, so it counteract itself. Don't worry.
Wolverine, Akuma.
Oh shit.
GG.
Can you imagine? It's like I'm gonna snap him out.
Oh shit! Here's another one. Just wouldn't stop.
I don't want like yo. Honestly, it sucks when no matter what characters you use, Wolverine always gets the first hit. Like
It's
it
true.
it doesn't matter what your strategy is. You're gonna get slapped first.
And they get instant overhead in the corner, and it's.
Oh
Sure.
man.
So I'm telling you, you don't want to be in the corner with no Wolverine.
No, listen.
don't.
Sometimes you do because no matter what, his Berserker Slash is going to cross you. So
Dude.
you can see that shit coming.
That's why you react, because you can stop the Berserker Slash with just a light. It's not invincible anymore.
You can't do that when you got Akuma Tornado kicking you in the face.
Super,
Super.
hyper.
You know your super is not that fast. It's not Marvel 1 where it's instant.
I won't make it that fast.
Right, you're gonna use Bionic Arm?
Now that's something that always gets me. The whole that's bionic, or they do something real. Spencer's they always do this. They do something unsafe, and then they cancel in the bionic arm. And if you block that, the X Factor, and then they just do Bionic Arm again, and through that whole string, you're gonna get hit once. It's bound to happen. No matter how hard you block, you're gonna fall for it.
Well, because he can go low, higher command grab you. You know, Captain America can do that too, right? Not as good, but he can still do it.
Yeah, he doesn't
Uh,
have a. He has a shield. He doesn't have a bionic arm. What do they call it? What's the real term for the bionic arm? It's like something Lancer.
I have no idea.
It's something really like
I hate Spencer.
they should have just changed the name to
I hate
bionic
fighting
arm.
Spencers, Wolverines. I've grown to deal with Magneto. I don't hate him anymore.
Never had a problem with him.
Well, you use Magneto, that's why.
Well, I mean, I'm fluctuating between Magneto and Task.
Yeah,
I just want a team to fit. I want to have like the perfect Dorm team, you know, because Dorm is my main guy.
honestly,
But
you should just pick up Deadpool.
he's not my main guy. He's just Deadpool is just not me.
Low assist.
I
Unlimited unblockables in the corner.
if I wanted that,
Snap out your character.
if
Boom.
I wanted that, I could just put Wesker on my team.
No, this one's long range, man.
Yeah, but Wesker is like, you know, broken. That's what everybody thinks. But I think
Wesker's not
Wesker is
assist.
better with assists.
Listen, Wesker is fine. The only reason why he's amazing is because he's got a negative one frame launcher. There's nothing he does is unsafe, other than teleports. When he's in X Factor 3, he just launch special. You're like, shit, I'm gonna try it one time. Oh, special.
What he's easy to tell what he's gonna do.
That's why. I mean, that's the thing. But he's still safe, and it's so fast. You'll just get smacked by him.
Put the Magneto beam, and he's really good. Cause that beam is so fast, and he's so fast. It's just your eyes can't keep up.
Yeah. I just pick Doctor Doom when I'm fighting Weskers and just fly in the corner until it's over.
I just foot dive over and over and over. It's bound to hit him.
As long as you jump high enough so that you could dash, you'll always be all right.
I feel like his air grabs are really good.
Wesker?
Yeah,
Well, yeah, they're comboable no matter where you do them.
I mean like getting them off. It's like Nova. Nova just seems to get air grabs all the time.
I don't know about that. I think it's just people just go for it more. It's because his heavy's so safe. His heavy's such a good move. So people just do it anyways, and they're always holding forward. It's like Wolverine in his option select with dive kick and your grab. He's always gonna grab you.
That
'Cause if
shouldn't
you-
even, that shouldn't even be an option select. You know what they should have done? They should have never nerfed that thing, that glitch where you can tech out of any grab. Do you remember that? At
Yeah, I
the beginning
remember
of
that.
Ultimate?
I remember that.
I don't-
Man, come on. What are you asking for now?
I'm just kidding. I wouldn't want that because I Doctor Doom, and then you throw up that one anti-air hyper, then they go to grab you and you just tech it, and then they get hit and free combo.
No, there's. You know who I feel bad for? I feel bad for Arthur. That
Why?
guy. Why they shouldn't let you? Okay, I understand he explodes from his hyper armor, his super armor, but why am I allowed to OTG him?
Because
That's so stupid.
you ever played Ghosts and Goblins?
No,
That game is hard as hell.
I get
So they made the character hard to play.
it.
Think about it.
Right. Oh, so Capcom pulled another. We purposely make the game unbalanced because we think it's a smart idea.
Yeah, because we want to follow our legacy. I wish they put Mega Man instead of Zero. Oh, how the game would be so much different.
What's going on with that guy, anyways? He doesn't give them the rights to use him or something like that?
I don't even know. Like, I don't know what's going on with Mega Man.
Basically, all I know, I don't know if this is true or not. Maybe somebody could correct me on this. Correct me if I'm wrong about what I'm gonna say. Sorry. Is that the guy who originally created Mega Man still has some ownership or rights over it, and he basically doesn't want to work with Capcom because He thinks that Capcom is turning their certain games and their franchises into trash.
Then how did he get as DLC in Street Fighter
The
Cross 7?
costumes, yeah, but that's not Mega Man. The That's the original Mega Man, right? The fat one,
That's Mega Man box art right there.
midlife crisis Mega Man. Yeah, I honestly don't know. I don't know the exact details, right? But that's not the Mega Man that everybody knows. The Mega Man X and the Mega Man, the kid Mega Man. Not really the kid Mega Man, but
Now I really want to play some Mega Man. I want to play Mega Man X. That was like the best Mega Man.
mm,
That and Mega Man 9. Know what I mean? I
yeah, that's not gonna happen.
don't want to. I don't want to see Zero. Hate Zero. He just puts a bad taste in my mouth.
That
Puts a
lightning loop, man.
just puts a bad Buster shot around my fucking mouth. I think. I think. I need to learn how to like. I need to learn how to curb my attitude when I play. I get really salty after one loss.
It's Marvel. You always get salty.
I get salty after one loss in Street Fighter.
That's why you shouldn't be playing ranked matches.
But dude,
Listen, ranked matches. Well, I know you don't play them to begin with. You're smarter than that. But like I'll do them. I have my days where I do them. Like today I did it, but I get so pissed when I lose and I can't play that same person at least one more time.
because and then I think it's the reason why I get salty. You probably feel the same exact way, and that's probably what you're thinking. But when you lose, you know you can beat them the next time.
Yeah.
But you know you're probably not gonna. Chances are you're never gonna play that person again.
Yep. So how will you ever know?
But when you go in the player match, it's a different story. Then when you lose,
Yo, player match is where the men play. Isn't that right?
yeah, and where you get hate mail for just doing everything.
Yeah, some guy bitched at me today.
Some guy bitched at my Forte today. Just mind my own business, Street Fighter, motherfucking again. Call
I
me.
was, see, like it's like that thing I was saying before. When you lose to a character that is supposed to be bad, you think your opponent just got lucky.
Yeah.
But then you keep losing to that person, and you're like, what am I always doing wrong? Well, really, they're not a bad character. You're just a troll because you bandwagon with everybody else.
On Ultra Chen TV, James Chen was talking about if you want to earn the respect from a player, just keep beating them. Because even if you make them mad, like say you're using a scrubby character, I guess you can call it, but if you keep beating them, like it just shows that you are the better player
Yeah.
because they can't adapt.
It's like it's easy. Like if one of my friends wanted to pick up the game, right, and he asked me, who should I use? Some of the things that I always say, like that I would say to them first, like it's so easy to be like, oh yeah, I'll pick Wesker, pick Wolverine, pick Virgil, pick Zero, pick
I
some of these
wouldn't tell
guys
them to
up.
pick Virgil.
Yeah, because you hate Virgil. You're a hater. That's
No,
why.
I think Virgil takes a little bit more skill than a beginner.
You could do basic bread and butter Virgil with teleports, and you'll be fine.
But it's not the same.
Yeah, it's not the same, but that's
Even then, I want to watch Virgil combos. If I'm getting comboed on, I want to see a good combo. I don't want to see you half-ass it.
yeah. Well, you know. But I always say pick Haggard because he is so easy to use. So easy to use. Just swing that damn pipe. Like
And just lariat trap people.
because when you use Haggard and you realize how hard it is, your movement's so slow, etc., etc. Then you pick a character who's got better mobility. Your zoning just upgraded much better. Rather, would you have picked that character to begin with? So, but like it's funny, right? Like a lot of people like if I go win a tournament and I use Doom, uh, I would say maybe Nova, but not enough people use Nova who win. And say I pick Doom, Wesker, and Virgil, which is tempting, and I won with it. Honestly, it's gonna be like Yeah, well, I'm just doing what everybody else is doing, and to be honest, I don't find any fun in that. Like, I would hate to kind of have that on my own team, unless, say, these three characters that I actually picked from the beginning, I love them, and then it just happened to be that they are the best characters in the game, and everybody's using them,
That's
right?
kind of how it was. Like people get mad at me because I used to pick because I used the team for a very long time, Dorm Doom Wesker.
Yeah,
And when I'd beat him, I'd always set up an unblockable and stuff, and then they'd call me a tier whore and all this, and
especially when you kill an opponent, you can just carpet, teleport, assist, blah 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 blah,
over and over, and then hidden missiles when the next character comes out, set up the unblockable.
and then a secret, right?
Let's see.
Which we can't release.
Maybe we'll release.
Yeah, do it after Evo.
We got a couple secrets here and there, you know.
But like, there was one time where I was saying to myself, I'm like, shit, I gotta drop Deadpool. I'm like, this shit is not working at all.
I hate that feeling. I know exactly what you're talking about.
Yeah, I'm like, cause I never picked up Deadpool first, and I was like, yeah, I'm just gonna do it, whatever. Like, you know when you first played the game of Marvel, every character is at equal playing field, and you don't really realize what's weak, what's blah 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 blah. So I was like, Deadpool's got spam. You can spam lights. That's easy. You could stuff a lot of stuff. He's got a lot. He's got projectiles. He's got some good movement. You know, I got creative with quick work and plasma beam and rinse and repeating them. And so I used them, right, and I've been using Deadpool ever since. And then you start playing Spencers, and then you start playing Magnetos, and then you start playing Wolverines who can get in there, right? And you're like, whoa, yo, Deadpool cannot do anything, right?
Yeah.
Until after how many hours I played, where I'm like, oh, actually, okay, yeah, I got this. There's so many counters you could do. Like, I feel that Deadpool beats Wolverine 6-4, same as Spencer, etc., etc. Like, but I'm I haven't seen any other Deadpool users, so it's kind of hard, right? But it's like there's so many little things that take so long, and like at one point I'm like, why am I working so hard to use because I don't like you said, you know how I feel about this. Like I'm working so hard to control Deadpool. Like you got to be on point with everything because any special move he does is unsafe, so you can't just throw that shit out there. So I'm like, I need to drop Deadpool and switch something around because some of this shit's getting too easy, and it gets so annoying, especially in a game like this where one hit could lead to 800,000 damage just like that. It's like, what am I supposed to do, you know? But after a while, you're like, ah, forget it. I'm gonna pick characters because I actually like them. Because but even though you're picking the characters you use, you're whatever they're calling you a tier whore, but there's always a way for everybody to be creative with them. And so you could have your trademark moves, you could have your trademark this. I mean, look what Marlon Pie did to Doom, right? Everybody thought like Clockwork recognized him as like Doom Prince, you know, and then Marlon Pie all of a sudden just does all this fancy shit, and everybody else now is doing some other stuff and moving him around differently, etc., etc.
I think part of it is you gotta play like a mind game with yourself. You gotta be like, you like this character, there's more options, but you're stuck in a rut and it's bothering you. And like you gotta decide whether you want to just tough it out, keep working with the character, or if you want to just quit. And it's how I feel. It's like I feel like if you keep using the character, you'll eventually you'll prove that character is really really good, type of thing.
Yeah, like we could say now that there's probably about 10. Like I mean, Marvel had main 6 characters that always made it to the top. Ultimate's got like 10, and that's really good. I mean, it's a good improvement, right?
Yeah.
Because I mean, I think it's safe to say that we always see Weskers, we always see Dantes, we always see Akumas, we always see
Yes.
Magnetos, Wolverines, Sentinels. Those are the guaranteed ones. Then the off and on ones now that are growing, we're seeing growing number of Morgans. We're seeing a heavy growing number of Spencers
I've seen a growing number of scrolls, but
and
maybe that's
Virgils.
just me.
Yeah, I'm seeing. Well, I'm only seeing him as level 3 X Factor
I'm
mainly.
seeing him as a second. He's always used second.
He's got a good DHC when you think about it. Inferno's really good.
He's really good with an assist too.
Yeah, and those characters we're seeing now the most. But still, I mean, I hope we see more. Like, I'm really glad that a lot of people are starting to use Felicia more and Beautiful Joe. It's
People, there's some people that just
Trish too.
hate on Beautiful Joe just because of Dominion.
Yo, I mean, you gotta be lucky that that guy doesn't present himself as an asshole. Because you could imagine when you lose to a defending Guile and he just trolls you in real life too. It's kind of a, it's quite the hassle.
It's funny how good he got in Marvel without ever owning the game.
Yeah. Well, when you play with people, you learn the best. You grow the best. You adapt the fastest. I mean,
And
shit, if you're
he
playing with,
already has the lamer mind game,
yeah.
lamer mindset.
Beautiful Joe has one of the best startups in the game, so it also helps him out. Like, I think that's another thing. I mean, no matter, like a lot of us are busy, right? Like I've always been busy to the point where I can't go out to a local place because sometimes they're not really that close. But
Yeah,
if you sat down and you played with like a group of 10 guys, which pretty much happens a lot of places, your skill skyrockets, right? If it's like me and you, oh, we just play here or there, where we play online, it's nowhere near the same. Nowhere near the same. Because 10 eyes are going to realize something and catch something different or be able to give you advice on something different than something else. So Dominion, I mean, there's all the power to him, right? I mean,
it's also a completely different environment.
yeah.
It's like I feel like the atmosphere helps you think better. Because when you're like playing online and stuff, you're just like you don't really have that like I'm trying to prove something almost type of thing, you know? Because
Hmm.
when you're with other people, you usually tend to try to prove yourself. So you play better than you usually do.
Yeah.
Mix that all together and you start to become better.
Yeah, that's right. No, it's a lot of small stuff that helps. I mean, um, I hope this Evo. I'll honestly be honest with you right now. Like my team right now is Deadpool, Nova, Doom, right?
Hmm.
Um, I need to switch. I hate having Doctor Doom level 3 X Factor. I just can't stand it. But I can honestly tell you right now, I haven't seen a Deadpool user play Deadpool right to this
What
day,
about
other than one Japanese guy. I'm talking about obviously people use Deadpool right, but on like media that I you can actually find, I've only
well,
ever found one user.
there's this one guy, Fecal Penance. I don't know why he makes his tag that, but they don't even call him that. But that's he's a really good Deadpool player. I don't know if he still uses Deadpool, but he was a really
Fecal
good Deadpool.
patterns. Let me
Like,
write that down so I can find it
Damien,
sometime.
that's who they call him. They call him by Damien. But his handle is Fecal Penance.
Fecal penance.
He has a pretty good um, Deadpool.
All right, cool. Let me find. I'm gonna watch some of his stuff sometime soon. And I hope this Evo we actually get to see like a lot of characters that aren't used much just to pop out of nowhere.
It's just gonna be Log Trap. That's what's gonna win it.
Sorry?
Log Trap.
Yeah,
That's what's gonna win
that
it.
was sick when that Japanese guy came down here and just beat everybody.
The Japanese come up with crazy combos.
Man, they
They do like tags, and the combos keep going and stuff. And
you gotta love their commentary, man. That's that funny stuff.
I love how if like people that actually know Japanese, they always say like they're not. They're only screaming what's happening in the game. They're not really giving like anything else. They're just screaming about what's going on in the game.
Fudai. Hey, it is what it is, man.
I still love watching Street Fighter 3 stuff, and then like having the Japanese commentators. It's so they make it so exciting. The Street Fighter 3 is just exciting to begin with.
Man, you know that you could yell in probably any other language other than English and it'll sound sick.
Yo,
That's not because we know the language. Like, I know another language, so if you yell in that other language, it's considered it's very welcomed. But it, a lot of times, if anybody yells in English, it's like, dude, just relax.
chill out. It's not that big a
So, are you going to Evil?
deal. Want to? I really do. I have the option.
You're a drive away, for God's sake.
It's not. It's an 8-hour drive.
Uh,
You
That's
think
not
it's
that
close,
bad.
but it's an 8-hour drive. That's still we're living in the
is
same
it
state.
is it a quiet drive, or
Uh,
is it? Do you have to? Is it like? I mean, are you taking a direct highway? Like, what's the route to take you there?
you pretty much take a highway, and you go through desert, desert, and more desert.
Is it? What I'm saying is it 8 hour drive, no traffic, pretty much?
I mean, what do you
Because
consider traffic?
listen,
There's
what
gonna
I'm
be
considering
cars,
drive.
so
Well, what I'm saying is I live in Toronto, so if I want to drive to New York, it's a 10-hour drive with traffic. But really, if I drive in the middle of the night, I can make it there in 7 to 8 hours. If I drive a little bit fast.
I mean, yeah,
So it's a different drive. Like if you're gonna average it out, right?
really no traffic. It's not like when I went to San Francisco, it took us like I would say like 2 hours to get there,
Okay.
and then when we landed on the bridge, it took us an hour to get over the bridge because of the traffic.
Shit.
So, yeah, traffic sucks in California. I hate it.
Yeah, you got 30 million, so.
That's more than Canada. The population of California is bigger than Canada. How does that make you feel?
Yeah, I like the
Let's go
space.
America.
Yeah. Listen, you want to be where I am when shit pops off and there's zombies, okay? I'll just tell you that
Well,
much right now.
is that big of a deal? I'll just stand on my roof for a couple days and all zombies will
Right,
stop.
right. They're gonna smash through your windows. They're gonna smash in your house, and what are you gonna do, huh?
I'm gonna be on the roof, minding my own
Yeah.
business.
I hope you got a lot of hot dogs up there.
My friends always joke because I eat a lot of hot dogs.
Well, you gotta get a lot more of them.
I'm so sick of hot dogs. I like cereal.
Honestly though, even though the population of the city I live in isn't that high, our road developments and everything like that, everything's like 2 lanes, 1 lane max sometimes, right? So even though you can get into the main city where there's a couple million in there, but it feels packed, so you don't even realize it. And hell, so it is what it is.
Yeah.
It is what it is, man.
Alright, maybe we should get back to fighting games again.
Yes.
So, what's next on the board? I was playing Clay Fighter 63 in the third today. You ever play that?
No, I never played that.
Clay Fighter? I was playing with my friend. He came over and we played that for like an hour. Dude, that's like, oh my god, that game was so much fun on the Nintendo. It was like a terrible fighting game, but it was just so much fun to play. Then I did Claytality. You need to look gameplay up. You need to look that up. You need to look up some gameplay. That game was amazing.
Clay Fighters. I'm gonna do it up. Before we end this, you know what I gotta say is probably one of the best fighting games.
What?
WWF SmackDown 2001.
I have that. That game was hella fun.
That customization, so
I-
sick.
I used to play when I was little. I guess you could call me little, but I just make characters just all blue and all red and just have spiky hair.
So man, The reason why that shit was so good was because they weren't that developed to make such detail, so everything was kind of basic. But man, the customization and the hypers and stuff, man, it's so much fun.
I think the best wrestling game is WWF No Mercy on the
And
N64.
see, my buddies, two of my friends, they said that was the best.
It is the best. I have it right here. I'm looking at it. It's so good. And it was so awesome because the cartridge it was black, so it was
Oh
like it
shit.
was different than all the rest, and you're just like this is the best game ever.
Yo, were you a wrestling fan?
Not really, not at all.
Oh, so you just played the fun. Oh man.
I used to watch
Oh,
wrestling when I was younger,
that's what I'm
but
saying. Were you? At
well,
one point.
were I? Yeah, I mean, I
I
guess
guess everybody was, right?
yeah, but not really like huge fan. Just kind of watched it just 'cause it was fun to watch.
Favorite wrestling fan of all, wrestler of all time. Who is it?
Uh,
Don't say Hulk Hogan or I'll slap you.
I'm not gonna say Hulk Hogan. I'm gonna say Steve Austin.
Okay, not bad. Not bad.
It's
Ah,
all about that Stone Cold Stunner.
you know when he stunnered The Rock?
Yeah.
The Rock just jumps.
I loved I loved watching it and then like looking for the mishaps and mess ups because you could tell it's fake. It always made me laugh. It was like if you look up like videos of it, it's just hilarious stuff. It was still fun to watch, but
You should just search up bloopers combined.
yeah, that's what I used to do.
That shit's so fun. One time I found one where they were people they caught the announcers yelling while reading the speeches, so everything
Yeah,
was
yeah. They had like JR. I think that's what the announcer's name is. Like it's a slobber knocker. He's like reading off the script.
he always was it a JR who always got his ass kicked?
I don't think. Well, I don't know.
The one with the
JR.
cowboy hat.
Yeah, he had a slur.
Yeah. I remember when Austin stunned him too. They were supposed to be Texas buddies.
I like. Have you ever watched like old ECW stuff?
No, I never used to watch ECW.
That was fun to watch. Like those guys got actually hurt, even though it's still like
Fake.
I guess yeah fake. But you still get hurt when you do that stuff. But it was so much fun to watch because there was blood.
Oh man. Well, either way, um, let's cut this at this mark. We'll do another part sometime, and we'll continue the fighting game stuff soon. Hopefully, with CEO coming up this weekend, hopefully a lot of exciting stuff will come up. So maybe we'll talk about that and see what happens. Maybe some new characters, whatnot. So, thanks for
Talk about
joining.
Street Fighter next time too. A
Yeah,
little
let's
bit
do
of
that.
other fighting games.
Yeah, for sure. Well,
So,
anyhow, until next time, man.
yep.